Hello everybody, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to Lucid9. I drank some water and got into my little soul patch of my beard. Anywho, alright, so we had like a weird little meeting and I got paid. I guess it's a reimbursement for a cafe, but we managed to see Elizabeth in her job, and she did not like our visit. Or she didn't like my visit there. So continuing on, we're at my apartment now, and let's continue. At this moment, everything. Oh, I read that. At this moment, everything is peaceful and quiet to the point of boredom. But the more I wait, the antsier I get. Like a ball of energy is tangled up inside me. I'd almost like to just go and get it over with, but District 6 is huge. There's no way I could find it without at least some general guidelines. I'd be going to the sketchiest area of the city with no backup, no support, no health insurance. Heck, this is probably illegal for Sugar to do. Whatever, it'll be interesting and helpful apparently. Since I have some free time right now, maybe I should text a friend or watch Govermaker. I haven't watched Govermaker, but text a friend. Who would the friend be? Govermaker you're watching, but text a friend. Would it be Rui that I'm texting? Let's try. Who should I text? Well, Rui, we haven't... Elizabeth? Oh, this should be good. Why do I have Elizabeth's number, though? It's Misaki, Rui. I haven't spoke with Rui in a while, so... Rui. Let's see if she responds. Hey, Rui. Let's see if she replies. Oh, am I supposed to, like, just click? Oh. How did the talk with Miki go? Nothing. Yo. I talked to Akiri about the little stunt today. I ain't carrying you no more, woman. Maybe texting Rui was not a good idea after all. Rui. Oh gee, stop, I'm studying for a test tomorrow. So needy. Studying? Test? Yeah, because some of us can't get away with just skimming the book. You sound stressed. I presume the discussion with Miki didn't go well. Yeah, pretty much. You know how she can get. Stubborn? Yeah, sure, LOL. I only used LOL. Oh, sorry about the ankle incident earlier. It was all Akira's idea. I plead innocence. You still went along with it, you know? Shush, child. And what about Miki? Are you just gonna keep things this way? Why do you keep taking her side? Shouldn't you be angrier than I am? Think of it as the reverse. I'm not angry, so you shouldn't be, right? This feels like a bad breakup scenario. You understand her explanations and forgive her really quickly, but I don't trust her. How can I be close with someone I can't trust? But doesn't she have a good reason? I'm sorry, Emma, but I don't really want to talk about this right now. I'm in a bad mood from talking with Misaki earlier, and I have studying, and I don't want to make you feel like you need to fix this. It's something Misaki and I need to fix ourselves. Okay, but will you fix it, I mean? More dots. Night, Rui. I lounge against the sofa and stare into the ceiling, flipping my phone idly in my hands. I should study or cook, clean, or something productive. It all sounds so painful. I'll just sit here for a moment. Sit here and do nothing. I suck. Yeah. Probably Shiguri with the mission now. Divine Master. This is the address. I apprehended directions that a toddler could follow. Rest in the knowledge that if you miraculously manage to lose your way, you will possess an intellect inferior to a toddler. Or perhaps that is already the case. As I've stated before. Yeesh, what a bitch. Should I just go now? It's not like I have anything else better to do. And setting up early might give me some crucial information or something. Who knows? I throw on a jacket before I stride out the door, the cold night air cutting into my face. This part of Isamu is a much less friendly one, especially at this hour of night. When you don't look, shadows that shift, lights that gleam, smiles that shine somewhere in the darkness. When you do, only stillness, as if nothing odd is happening. Shady lights, dubious advertisements, a smattering of very unfriendly folk on every street corner. I probably should have just stayed home. Then I could have studied. Or, well, wasted more time, I guess. Anything's preferable than to being murdered in the district with the highest crime rate. Thanks a lot, Shigiri. Consider it my contribution to the furtherance of society. Gee, you're really comforting. If you are in quest of comfort, I suggest you procure a plush creature of some kind, child. I'm not sure whether I should be proud or disturbed by the fact that I can perfectly emulate her. What the? I catch the light syncopation of tiny footsteps, and despite every instinct railing against me, follow them around every corner. No one is in this area of Isamu at night. No one except that Yakuza, a crazy murderer, or maybe a different criminal. The question is, why am I willingly telling someone who could kill me as easily as they could break a toothpick? I really need to reevaluate my life priorities. Oh! Who the hell is that? Yeah. Ah! I wildly stagger to my feet, ready to meet my attacker with weight. To say the least, the girl before me is definitely not a threat. She's almost 2 heads shorter than me, small and skinny, with large, blank eyes fixed on my own. Her pale skin, pointed chin, and unbending posture reminds me of a fragile doll. Furthermore, she's an academy student. What would someone like her be doing at a time like at this time of night? Sorry. I extend a hand to her. No. Her voice is light, wispy, like the word was pulled out of her mouth rather than spoken out of her own volition. What? Dots. She only silently stares into the distance. Okay. Dots. The more I examine her, the more mysterious this girl becomes. She appears dainty. Thin frame, lacy hair accessories, full cheeks with big doe eyes and tiny feet. But her voice is monotone. Her words are few, her gaze is dead, and she's walking fearlessly around the part of Isamu where no girl should go alone. Are you lost? No. Even her reactions are unusual. For once, I have no idea what could possibly be going on in her head. This isn't really a safe area, yet you're here. 3 words, the most she's spoken thus far. I'm not as weak, frail. She might consider that insulting. Tired as you? Dots, question mark. You crashed into me. I didn't. What? You crashed into me. She states this flatly, as if it's the absolute truth and no other alternative is acceptable. Right. It dawns on me that her complete lack of fear in the district of the city should be suspicious. She's tiny. Shouldn't you be terrified? Are you heading back to school? No. Well, I was going to offer to escort her, but then where are you going? Dots. Are you going anywhere? More dots. It's like speaking to a brick wall. Do you need any help? She completely ignores my hand as she glides to her feet, idly brushing her skirt. Really? What is going on? I'll take that as a no. She glances around, not secretly, not even worriedly, almost mechanically. Then, without a word, she walks away, disappearing back around the corner. That was strange. Although I'm not sure the word strange can even quantify just how utterly strange that encounter was. Regardless, she's gone and I've got my own business to see to. Despite the calm line of thought, I'm still shaken as I head to the location Shigeri has denoted on the map. Somewhere I must have taken a wrong turn. I tried to follow her directions to the letter, but there's nothing in sight. I shuffle closer to the shadows, peering out of my corner of safety into the road. Several shady figures are gathered around a trash bin, laughing raucously, and around smoldering cigarettes. Maybe I'm supposed to spy on them? No, I'm supposed to retrieve that file. Still, now I can see why Shigiri sent me. Despite her competency at verbal abuse, she's small in stature and can easily be overpowered by any of these thugs. Moreover, she doesn't seem licensed to carry a gun. So of course she decides to send a defenseless high school student in her stead. I creep around the side of the building, double-checking my phone. Yep, right here. Give or take a couple feet. I scan my surroundings, but there's so much litter that I can't see anything particularly significant. Maybe I should ask Shigiri. No, this is my assignment. I need to do this on my own. I absently run my hands over the brick wall behind me as if it'll keep me grounded. My fingers brushed over something. Smooth? Wait a minute. I turn to examine the offending spot. A folded piece of paper is shoved between the cracks of the wall. Judging by how fresh it looks, it must have been put there just recently. Hesitantly, I extract it and skip over the words. Congratulations, Ishiyama, you are not a toddler. My subordinate sent me these instructions to reach the file. A ping pong ball falls down a very narrow pipe that is fixed to the ground. All you have is your ping pong paddle, shoelaces, and a water bottle. How do you retrieve it? He claims that the file is at the answer within half a block of your vicinity. A puzzle? Seriously? Try to solve the puzzle? Well, I guess there's no getting around it. I have to solve this to find the file. Which object is the key to the puzzle? Crap, I should probably have... Which part of the paddle could help me get that ping pong ball out? The handle. The handle could fit down the hole. The question is, where do I go from there? I can't dig the ball back up. I must be on the wrong track. Something else. I'm not sure what else I can get from the paddle. The water bottle. The shoelaces? A shoelace can get up. Well, if you would like tie it in a certain knot, then it'd be possible. But, and then the water bottle. How would a water bottle get a ball out of a hole? Let's go with the shoelaces. What could I do to a shoelace to get the ball out? Tied it to a loop. If I tied it into a loop, maybe I could fish the ball out of the hole. It'd be really difficult to get the ball to stay in the loop, though. There has to be an easier solution. Drop it down the hole. If I dropped it down the hole, it could keep the ball company, but then I'd lose the shoelace without even getting the ball. There has to be a better solution, something else. The water bottle. What part of the water bottle should I use? Contents? Oh right, I could use the water in the bottle, which means I could just freeze the water, throw the bottle in the pipe, and just pour water down the pipe. Drink the water and urinate into the pipe, pour the water into the pipe. I could simply pour the water down the pipe. The ball would float to the surface and I could easily pick it out. Seems like that's the answer. In that case, it looks like the answer is water. I take another look at Shigiri's note. The file is at the answer within a half block of your vicinity. Does she mean that I have to look for a source of water? What does that even mean? Water's everywhere. The running faucets, the convenience store. No wait, there's an old fountain at the other side of the building. I walk a short way down the road. Sure enough, another obtrusive note is stuck to the rim of the inactive fountain. Figures, another note. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever find the file at all. Congratulations, Ishiyama. You're not a kindergartner. This is the next set of instructions. A petri dish holds a colony of bacteria. Every minute, each bacterium divides into two. A scientist began the colony with a single bacterium at 12 p.m. At 12:43, the dish is half full. At what time will the dish be full? The hour of the answer is in the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file. Okay, so a scientist began the colony with a single bacterium at 12 p.m. At 12:43, the dish is half full. At what time will the dish be full? So 43 minutes it took for the dish to get half full. So another 40. So it should be obvious that another 43 would make the dish 43 for the dish to be half. It was at noon that he started. 43 minutes later, it's already half full. So another 43 minutes would make it full. She's enjoying this, I swear. Well, either way, it looks like I have to solve this puzzle too. Thanks a lot, Shikari. Dish is full at 12:43. So what I need to do is figure this out. Pick a time. I can type it? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Dishes half full at hour, minute full format. I'm not timed on this, so most likely it'll be at 1. So 43. So 43, 53, 03, 13, 23. So at 1:23. Oh no, and 3 minutes later. So 26. So 1:26. That's the answer I could think of. No, that doesn't quite make sense. How does that not make sense? Dish is half full. How does that... 1:26 p.m.? The hour of the answer is in the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file. 12:43. A petri dish shows a colony of bacteria. Every minute, each bacterium divides into 2. The hour of the answer is in the direction in which you must proceed. Divides into 2. 12:43, the dish is half full. At what time will the dish be full? Oh. Hold on. $1 No, that doesn't quite. I don't know. It's just never thought. I'm just guessing randomly at this point. If the bacteria divides every minute, I don't know. I'm not good. I'm not the best at math. A petri dish holds a colony of bacteria every minute. Each bacterium divides into 2. Okay, I'm back. So, apparently, I'm an idiot. Right, if every bacterium divides into 2 per minute, then it doesn't matter what time the colony was started. All that matters is that at 12:43 the dish was half full. That one I didn't understand, so whoever was watching this probably was yelling at me for not getting it, or I don't know. I've said so many times in many other videos, I'm an idiot. Therefore, at 12:44 the dish would be completely full. So that was a completely useless puzzle that basically just told me to go forward. I walked down the road, keeping my eyes out for another slip of paper. As expected, there's another note jammed conspicuously between the crevices of 2 buildings. My question is, why did Shigiri go through all this trouble in order to get these notes in the first place? Why did she have to come here? Which utterly defeats the purpose of sending me. Well, whatever. Looks like there's another puzzle to solve. Congratulations, Ishiyama. I was saying Ishimaya. Oops. Ishiyama. You are not a 5th grader. This is the 3rd and penultimate set of instructions. How can you throw a ball as hard as you can, not bounce it off of anything, and still have it returned to you? The answer is the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file. Solve the puzzle. There's no getting around it. I just have to solve another puzzle. What do I need to change in order to have the ball come back to me without bouncing it off anything? Direction. Right, I can bounce it off. I can't bounce it off of anything, and I can't change the circumstances, which means I have to change direction. The question is, what direction? If I toss it up, it's not bouncing anything. That's the obvious answer right there. Because if I toss it forward, it's going to bounce into the ground. Back, toss it into the ground. Down, hitting the ground. Up, it's up in the air. Alright, gravity's still in effect. I just have to throw the ball upward in order to have it returned to me. So the answer is up, and the note says I have to go in that direction to reach the file. I locate a rickety 2-story building next to the canal. Guess that's where I'm supposed to go. I trudge up the stairs, enveloped in darkness. My only comfort is the light that comes from my phone. Eventually, I come into a creepy storage room that's filled with all sorts of ominous shapes. I jerk backward as a dark shape bolts across the floor, but it's just a rat scurrying by. Shiguri's doing this on purpose, isn't she? I swivel around the obstacles, keeping my eyes peeled for another tailing corner of white. Suddenly, a silhouette wavers in front of my face. A spider. Of all things, spiders. What if it poisons me, sinks its rabbit teeth into my jugular veins, stabs its awful, spindly limbs straight through my heart, grows to the size of... Okay, now I'm just being stupid, right? Then it teasingly waves its odious, twisted little leg, nearly catching me on the nose. I instinctively staggered backwards, flailing my hands before my face. My back slams into a hard, stony shape. I whip around, examining it fearfully. It's just a statuette of a horse, plastered with a note. Finally! Hands still shaking, I seize the note and peruse its contents. The sooner I can get out of here, the better. Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a middle schooler. This is the final set of instructions. A rich man tells his 2 sons to race their horses to a distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. The one whose horse is slower wins. After wandering aimlessly for days, the brother asks a wise man for guidance upon receiving the advice. They jump on the horses and race to the city as fast as they can. What did the wise man say to them? The answer will show you where the file is located. A rich man tells his 2 sons to race their horses to a distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. The one whose horse is slower wins. Whose horse is slower wins. The final set of instructions? I'm almost done. I actually feel somewhat disappointed. Despite my complaining and the spiders, I've actually enjoyed these challenges. At any rate, I guess I better solve this puzzle and find this file. What could the wise man have said? Enter the 2-word answer. Okay, I don't even know now. Rich man. 4 days. The brothers ask a wise man for guidance. Upon receiving the advice, they jump on the horses and race to the city as fast as they can. What did the wise man say to them? Go forward? No, that doesn't sound quite. Leave now? No, that doesn't sound right. Go now. No, that doesn't sound right. Go fast. Okay, I don't even fucking know. Alright, well, I'm running low on time because I'm going over, and I don't want to cut it off to where I'm in the middle of solving puzzles, but we'll try to solve this one in another video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. I would really appreciate it. Share this video with friends, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. The next yellow platform. Jump. Hit that thing. Ah! Don't give me a safe platform. Give me a safe for a big spike. Should have had the feeling this was going to happen, given that seeing how Zetros wanted me to play this game again. Oh! So, regardless. Oh, well, I forgot to hit the green switch.